Let's talk about one of the biggest myths in nutrition. That your body can only absorb 30 grams of protein at one time. Tammy already knows where I'm going. There you go, Tammy. There's your answer. A lot of people think if you eat 40, 50, or 60 grams of protein, the rest is just wasted. That your body can only absorb 30 grams of protein at a time. Well, that's silly. It's just silly. But is that really true? Let's dig into the science. Let's break down why this myth exists and talk about how much protein your body actually can use. But it's not like your body just shuts off and says, you gave me 30 grams. My receptors are now closed. The doors are closed. No more protein comes through. The body just doesn't work that way. It doesn't count out 30 grams of protein. So let's get into the science behind this myth. Where did that 30-gram myth come from? So many bodybuilders have that 30-gram protein myth in their regimes. This idea started because early studies looked at how much protein maximally stimulates muscle protein synthesis, or MPS, after each meal. Muscle protein synthesis, or MPS, is your body's process of repairing and building muscle after eating protein. In the studies of how much protein it takes to start the muscle rebuilding process, guess how much protein it takes to start that process? 30 grams of high quality protein is needed to maximize muscle protein synthesis in young, healthy adults. So researchers said in people that wanted to repair muscle because they've worked their muscles, anything above 30 grams does not give extra muscle building benefits in that meal. They need 30 grams of protein to start MPS. And once that process is started, it's started. It doesn't start again. It doesn't start faster. MPS, once it's started until that muscle is repaired. So that is where that myth comes from. It's mainly muscle builders, it's mainly trainers that are going to talk about that myth. But here's the problem. People misinterpreted that myth as your body only needs 30 grams of protein and can't use anything above that. And that's not the way those studies were intended. Those studies were intended for muscle repair only. So how many of you have actually been told that anything over 30 grams of protein is a waste? I know one person has. But I bet more of you have been told that. You've never heard that, Jamie. Yeah, a lot of people say it. A lot of people say anything over 30 grams is a waste of protein because your body can't absorb it. Your body just doesn't like protein. We gotta work on that. Find a protein shake that you like that you can sip on all day. Find a cheese that you like. Find a Greek yogurt that you like. That's why you quit taking the shots, because you couldn't do the protein, and I bet you were losing hair and muscle. Yeah, Ashley. Yeah, find a good shake that you like that you can sip on. So let's separate two things: absorption versus utilization. Absorption means, does the protein get digested and enter your bloodstream? And the answer is yes. Like I said, your body doesn't close doors and say, oh wait, you've ate 30 grams, no more protein. Even if you eat 100 grams of protein in a meal, your body will digest and absorb. It will not be wasted. Utilization means, what does your body do with that protein? Not all of any macro will go towards muscle use or digestive use or any of the processes in our bodies. But it doesn't just poof, disappear. Extra protein in our body that isn't used for muscle repair can be used for skin, hair, enzymes, hormones, immune system. Or it gets stored indirectly as glucose or fat if you overshoot your needs. So when you eat 50 grams of protein, your body absorbs it all. Don't let them tell you that you're not absorbing it. Only around 40 grams, 30 to 40 grams is used in MPS, but the rest still has very important roles. Some of us like to eat large meals of 50, 60, 70 grams of protein at a time. It gets used. It's not just sitting and then evacuated out. It gets used by your body. Factors that change the protein need. The 30-gram rule is oversimplified anyway. Your protein need depends on a lot of things, not just some random 30 gram. Age. Older adults need more protein to trigger more muscle building, sometimes as much as 50 grams to trigger their MPS. That's a lot compared to a young, healthy 30-grammer. Size. bigger bodies need more to trigger MPS, they found. Activity levels. Athletes, weightlifters, or people recovering from injuries need more protein. That's why a lot of people after surgery are told to protein load. Your muscle repair depends on that protein. The type of protein that you're taking in. Animal proteins and whey proteins digest faster and spike amino acids quickly. Plant proteins and whole meal with fat and fiber digest slowly, spreading absorption over hours. Our body needs both. I hear a lot of people on this app, they're like, whey protein, whey protein, whey protein. You only need whey protein. Just get shakes with whey protein. And that's not always true. And that's why I always say, don't just listen to one person, including me. Don't just listen to me. You should be listening to several people out there and take your journey from several people and fact check your facts, even from me. Because someone's going to tell you, only drink shakes that have whey protein. That's all that you can absorb. You need shakes or you need protein from animal proteins and plant proteins. They both help your body in different ways. So don't just listen to people that say whey protein, whey protein, whey protein. You know, don't eliminate a whole food group on what someone says. Eat a balanced diet and you'll do fine. So it's just not about numbers. It's about the context of how you're eating. Right, you need protein because of your back and how it's healing. So what the studies really showed. In 2022, in the Nutrients, which is a magazine, a study showed that larger doses of protein, like 40 grams instead of 30, it stimulated more muscle protein synthesis than the 30 grams in older adults. So 30 is not always the magic number. In another study in the Journal of Nutrition, which is another magazine, they found that your body can spread out protein absorption over 4 to 6 hours. So even if you eat 50 grams at once, your body's still working on it after a long meal. Or after a meal, sorry. That means your protein meal isn't wasted. Don't worry about wasting protein. Your body is not built to waste protein. I think all of us kind of spread our protein out throughout the day. We don't protein load a certain meal. Hi, Chrissy. Hi, Pris. I think the majority of us get protein throughout the day. We've all learned in this community to eat pretty much how we need to. Hi, Katie. How are you? Misalignment is when it's not aligned up. So if it's a bone on bone, like if this is two vertebrae and they're lined up this way, misalignment would mean they're just not lined up side to side or front to back. So if they're lined up, they're lined up, and misalignment would be they're not in the line that they're supposed to be. So here's some practical tips for protein intake. If your goal is muscle building, it's smart to aim for 20 to 40 grams of protein per meal. Space that out around 30. Erase that. Space that out across 3 to 4 meals throughout the day. So you're going to be getting 30 to 120 grams of protein per day. Not 30 meals. If you prefer eating big protein meals, that's okay. You're still getting the benefit. Just remember, consistency across the whole day matters more than perfection in one meal. Daily target is more important than per meal target. To find your protein goal, take your base weight, which is what I found in researching. They call it base weight. We are in a WL journey. We're in a weight loss journey. So we're going to call it goal weight or maintenance weight times 0.8 in grams per day. You can't lay on your left side. Your chiropractor said you have swelling in your pelvis. That could be. It happens, honey. Don't stress if one meal is 50 grams. That can actually be a benefit for older adults. Like me. So debunking the waste myth. You can only eat 30 grams of protein or your body wastes the rest. So do you think protein is still wasted in your body if it's over 30 grams? The answer is no. I don't see it. It's not coming through. Was it on text or? There it is. Oh, Tammy. Why do I do that? The truth is, protein over 30 grams may not give extra muscle growth in that meal, but it's still fueling your body. Think of the protein like money. If you get paid more than you need in one day, you don't just throw it away. You save it. You invest it. you use it elsewhere. Protein is that valuable. Protein is like your body's money currency. Bye, John. So next time someone tells you that anything above 30 grams of protein is wasted, you can say, no, the science shows otherwise. It's not about one meal. It's about your total protein across the day, your activity level, your age, and your goals. Keep hitting your daily protein targets. Enjoy your meals, and don't stress about the arbitrary 30 grams of protein in one meal. So does anyone have any questions? Yeah, 50 to 55 is usually my breakfast too. I know my lunch goes way over. All right. We have a subscriber night tonight, so I'm going to switch over to Subscriber Live.